I'm going to start out. This is going to be my issue with this whole God character and story and etc. But before I go into this, there's different layers to that. Uh, this, my friends, is a single player interactive story slash game that has the illusion that there's other fucking people. I originally had, you know what I have originally thought. I've laid this out in pretty good detail throughout my little however long, and it was just like I had knew this, forgot this, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks. This is again, single player interactive storyline slash game that gives the illusion of other people and other things. It's frustrating, annoying, beautifully done, and just it's really amazing and mind fucking. Really, is what it is. So let me preface this, or no, let me just go further into this, down deep down, because with you, from your point of view, from your perception, perspective, whatever, you have the illusion of there being other people. You can't verify those other people, though. You're only experiencing this right here. You're not experiencing these other people. You can't experience them because they are not really. There's nothing there to experience. Best way to put it, I guess you could say. So, and then from there, you can get on a phone or a TV or hear other people tell you things that are happening outside the world that gives you the illusion of a huge. You have the illusion of a huge open play, a huge open world multiplayer game, massive online multiplayer game. But it's not. It's a single player fucking game. Uh, it's set up wonderfully though. It's set up wonderfully. The illusion of that is just you don't know. I don't know whether to be annoyed, mad, proud, or just um, I don't know how to go about expressing what I feel because it's just done in such a good way, but it's still fucking annoying. Um, so let's get into this God character. This is what's fucking frustrating me. Not really frustrating, but the whole thing. I remember when I had this thing hit me, like, and you can we can frame this in multiple ways. What you consider God. It can be any religious God, biblical God. It doesn't matter. We'll just say a religious God. Then you can say, well, God's love. You can say God's consciousness. I don't give a fuck what you say. We're gonna stick mainly on any religious version of God or any God that puts this person thing on a pedestal that makes you think that it's something you need and all this, and it's cult like shit, really. I remember I was sitting at a church for a birthday party and I looked around and it was like all this thing. It was like, thank God for this, thank God for this, God did this for me, God did that for me, and pretty much saying that God can fuck up greatly and it doesn't matter, don't say shit about it. But when God delivers even the smallest thing, you better thank God. And then I just, like, in my mind, I could see it back in time. All the people saying that, oh, God's great and God's the Father and God's blah, blah, blah. And I was like, man, this whole thing, this whole racket's a motherfucking cult is what this is. This whole structure is a cult. And then it made me start thinking about spirituality, and then that hit me pretty hard. That spirituality is an even more watered down version of this cult shit. And oh my god, that was just like it flipped a switch in my head, and I was like, spirituality is, again, I've said it before, one of the biggest traps there is. But this God character is a huge trap, man. No matter how you look at it, there should be no person, real, imaginary, story, beneficial, or whatever, that is up above you that high and put up on a pedestal and just gets praise and forgiveness no matter what the fuck they do. No one should have that much power and authority. No one. So, and then it hit me, like I was sitting thinking, I was like, why do these people, yeah, there are no people, but why do these, I don't know what you want to call them, uh, whatever, why do they look up to this? Why do they just accept this and go along with it and defend it and believe it and praise it? And then I was like, I wonder what, from God's point of view, God probably thinks humans are the most advanced form. And then here humans are thinking that God's the most advanced complete form. And I'm just sitting here thinking like, man, this is after this point, it already hit me. This is a single player fucking game that or story that has the illusion of other people. This has already hit me, and I was like, oh yeah, it's all a fucking backstory, all of it. Humans, God, all of it. The Buddha, the Jesus, I've already said this and knew this, but there's a difference in knowing, kind of knowing, and full fucking blown knowing, and well, I'm sitting here playing a goddamn first one player, single player, interactive story or game. And there's no one here to tell it to or experience it or so I'm going to say this. I'm going to upload it on this phone to the internet, and 50, a couple hundred people's going to watch it. I might get 3 or 4 comments, but how is that happening? I don't know. The sound, the things we see, the things we hear, the feelings, how things can interact back with you. It's all mind fuckery. Yeah, I'll figure that out too. But this was not as serious as I made it out to be. I had a pretty shitty couple years, but again, they were probably needed. Wake the fuck up. But hope you guys are doing good. It's a game of form and a play of life or eternity, and I am you talking to you. We are playing a fucking game. This is an interactive story. Enjoy it.